Yo, what up guys? Welcome back to another episode of Q Review News. Just want to make a quick video. Seems like a lot is going on right now and I just want to talk about a couple things. The first thing I want to talk about is a guy that I looked up to was a YouTube personality, Jon Schnepp from Collider Video. He does Collider Heroes on the Collider movie channel. He also made this awesome documentary called The Death of Superman, What Happened, which is an awesome, funny, quirky documentary if you haven't checked it out. But recently, yesterday, he had passed away from a catastrophic stroke. And the whole fandom community is devastated because Jon Schnepp was one of the main personalities that I looked up to watching Collider videos. What made Jon Schnepp so awesome, it didn't seem like he was a reporter. It just seemed like you were talking to your best friend when you was watching Collider videos. Like you were just right here, right there, you know what I'm saying, having a beer with him, passing a joint. He was very knowledgeable of of his nerd culture. He just wasn't into comic books. He was into all movies. He was into, you know, action, adventure, definitely into comic book movies, and he was a big fan of horror. So I was a huge fan of Jon Schnepp. Just a big, lovable guy, funny. He'd definitely let you know if he didn't like something, you know what I'm saying, on the show. And he was just a pleasure to watch every week. I watched him every week on Collider Heroes, and then, you know, and I seen the last show. He didn't look so good. His voice didn't sound so good. I just thought he was kind of sick, you know, like maybe he had a cold or something. And then, you know, the next week or so he passed away, and it was just, you know, devastating. Now, like, I was just listening to this guy, and yeah, it just saddens me, you know what I'm saying, because he was so full of life, and, you know, I'm gonna miss his presence on Collider Heroes. I watched it every week. It was one of my favorite shows to watch. He is one of the reasons I got into doing my own YouTube channel to talk about movies and just be a part of the discussion. And his passing is devastating, and it sucks. And my condolences go out to Holly and his family and the Collider family to try to get over this tragedy. Comic-Con was the big thing of his, so all the sweaties represent this weekend. If you're in San Diego, if you're lucky enough, represent for the big sweaty Jon Schnepp. R.I.P. On to some more news that really sucks that just came out today. James Gunn, the director of Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and Guardians of the Galaxy 2, has just been fired from Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and Disney has cut all ties from James Gunn. This just came out of left field. What a blow. James Gunn is out of here, folks. No more Guardians of the Galaxies directed by James Gunn. And if you didn't know, James Gunn had a big hand in Marvel's success. Infinity War, of course, Guardians of the Galaxy, but he helped write and direct some scenes in the Infinity War, so he was a big part of Marvel, and he really loved what he was doing. The reason that they cut ties, some tweets resurfaced of some jokes he made around 8 years ago or so, and the jokes were pretty raunchy. You know, some were about, you know, pedophilia and rape and things like that. They were out there, even for me, and I get out there, you know what I'm saying, they get out there, but Disney decided to cut ties, and I don't know how I feel about this. I love James Gunn. I love his directional style. So Marvel's losing a big director, and you know, and it sucks to see him go. But I'm not a CEO. I don't know what you do in that situation, because this has been happening recently. Roseanne just got fired for saying some crazy shit on Twitter. The Papa John guy just in the meeting just said the N-word, and he resigned. So people out there, watch what you do and watch what you say, because everybody seems to be affected by this Me Too movement. Man, it's crazy. People's careers are getting ruined. You know, some people did some very bad stuff, you know, like the Weinsteins and maybe the Kevin Spaceys, but you know, saying tweets right now, you know, that's way inappropriate might get you fired, you know what I'm saying? So that paper trail that we got on Facebook, you know, I don't know, because I see some crazy stuff sometimes too, you know, but I'm not, you know, in charge of a Marvel property. And it just sucks, you know what I'm saying, because he was really, really passionate about what was going on in Marvel. He was going to push this galactic Marvel universe forward, I think, and I think it was going to be a big part in the future, but that's not going to happen now. And, you know, I don't know where his career is going to go from here. I hope he can still rebound and, you know, still become a, you know, prominent director, because I really like his style. I've been a fan of James Gunn since, like, Slither and, you know, other movies that he did. So it sucks to see him go, and I don't think somebody should get fired over some, you know, tweets they say, even though they were crazy. I mean, that was 8 years ago. He's definitely a different person now, and maybe Disney should have thought about that before they hired him. I mean, I just don't know in this situation. It's hard, and it sucks, and I hate to see James Gunn go, because he was an awesome director. On to some good news, at least. Today, Comic-Con is going on, and they just dropped the Split trailer. And I gotta say, yo, this trailer is pretty fire. It's pretty fire. M. Night Shyamalan might not let us down again. It looks like he's got his, you know, head on straight, not making any ladies in the water or after Earth or whatever. It looks like he got a cohesive story. I'm looking at this trailer. The color palette's amazing. It looks like James McAvoy is just bringing on that acting talent that we need, and Bruce Willis is here on the side. Maybe Bruce Willis won't phone it in this movie. It doesn't look like it. And then you got Samuel Jackson as Mr. Glass over there. It looks like, you know, since, if you ever seen, you know, the trilogy, the Unbreakable trilogy, right? Yeah, it's Unbreakable and Split, and this is Glass. This is gonna be the end of the trilogy, I think. I think Glass is gonna set this whole thing up and manipulate both of them to get what he wants. I don't know, but this trailer is a definitely trailer you guys should check out online. It's online right now. I'll leave the link below so you guys can check it out. I think it's an awesome trailer. It's more stuff to be unveiled here at Comic-Con. We might have an Aquaman trailer coming out. I don't know. Let's check it out. It's a good weekend to be a nerd. You know, R.I.P. to Jon Schnepp. Sweat it up this weekend for him. He'll appreciate it. He'll want the show to go on. And if you're ever in doubt, don't just stare at it. Eat it.